Hello, Supercars in Seconds here. Today we're at a very exclusive event. We're at the Rolls-Royce Ghost for 2021, the new car launch. A very private event for the customers. They're getting 30-minute private sessions where they can specify their car. So we're going to take you behind the scenes of this beautiful event. So we'll say we're at the DIMMITT Automotive Group in St. Pete, Florida, of course. We've got a black badge Cullinan and a brand new Phantom sitting outside as your welcome cars as we step onto the red carpet. They did provide me with a beautiful Rolls-Royce mask to wear on inside, so I'll have to put that on my mug now as we walk inside the dealership. Tracy, there we are. Tracy hosts all the events here at DIMMITT. And what a beautiful building this is. So when you walk inside the showroom, they have it all set up with the car hidden behind the screen. So back behind the scenes now in the event, they have the camera crews, the Rolls-Royce specialists talking about the cars. When each customer arrives, they have their own separate table, of course, for social distancing, and really giving them a nice experience to the customer. What each customer will receive is some champagne on arrival, a mimosa if they'd prefer, and of course, again, the car is hidden, so super cool when you get to arrive and explore the car. So walking back behind the screen, we have the car sitting here. Beautiful LED lights are on. I have to be a little quiet. There is a customer here specifying his car back there. So I've got to be a little quiet. They've taken the hood now all the way down to the front of the car. If you remember, there used to be a seam just behind the Spirit of Ecstasy. They've eliminated that. One of my favorite new features, we have this beautiful grille. It's again supposed to represent a jet engine intake. But it's shiny, polished chrome this side and matte, like a satin finish inside, because they've put LED lighting behind the grille. This new LED is beautiful. It's just like excellent look to it. They've changed it to much more of a Phantom style look within the car. As I swipe it around sideways here, familiar looking doors. However, the back end of the car here, much more sleek in that huge C-pillar. The new lights are all new on the back. Look at these things. Just beautiful. Little RR logo just in there. The car's about 3.5 inches longer actually than the outgoing Ghost, but they've made it more swept and beautiful looking to hide that additional length. Of course, that benefits the inside passengers. So now walking up and opening the doors. I'll open both, in fact. So I've got the front one going open. There it is. And more leather this time, meaning it's just a couple of pieces of leather. This is this. It is the same piece of leather. That's just wild how huge that is. Of course, there's the seashell color on the English white paint, so very pretty looking. Look at this inside, gosh. It's still a Rolls-Royce. Very, very impressive. As far as wheels, we now have a beautiful new design 21-inch wheel. The great big huge steel rotors behind that have extra power this year. And the big difference is the motor. It's gone from that 6.6 litre that we always had up to the 6.75 engine that would be in the Cullinan behind it. Again, this is a new frame of the car. Before there was some BMW sort of components in the base underneath. Now there's not. This is an all Rolls-Royce frame. So then you're going to get a better magic carpet ride. But let's climb inside. Driver's eye view, they have just beautiful displays. They are LED display, like LCD screens in fact, but they look like conventional gauges. The navigation screen, of course, huge. And now this is a new feature over here that illuminates when the car starts up to match, of course, your famous Starlight headliner up there, which is always a lovely touch inside the car. These woods are better. They're just beautiful. They've listened to the customers and given us, I think, more of a Phantom experience than a Ghost experience from the previous model. So inside the rear door, we have this much larger pocket this time now in the car. USB-C already built into the vehicle. You do have your controls and everything for the TV screen back in there. And the same veneer, the same wood, you can feel the grain in it. It's very beautiful. Down here we'd have our controller under there to control all of the screens. And everything clicks together just so beautifully. These headrests are super soft, of course. And I like the light and the dark contrast. The dark carpets, the dark headliner really make for a lovely looking car. This is a great piece of a Ghost here because the door's up there, of course. You're way back behind the door. And this very padded section is nice. If you've got two people in the car, you can turn your backs towards these panels here and you're almost facing each other. Very, very social and just a nice place to be. So as far as power, you know me, I've always got to find the horsepower side of every car. We're 4.6 seconds to 60 miles an hour in this new car. 563 horsepower, 627 pounds of torque. This time driving all four wheels. We also have the addition of all-wheel steering. So not only making a better handling on the road, much, much easier to maneuver this big car once you get into valet lines and tight spaces, etc., etc. Like a lot of modern cars, a much more advanced suite of electronics in the car now. You'll see down in here, you have your adaptive cruise control sensor. Up in the screen, you've got binocular vision, watching the traffic in front. What's pretty fabulous about it, it's a predictive suspension system now. This planar suspension system is very complex compared to the previous model. We've always had those huge air struts, but now on the wishbones, we do have an additional damper. So the suspension has suspension. Of course, the Magic Carpet ride gets more enhanced because of that. Comparing them car to car, the previous Ghost to this one seems to be more rounded in all of its sides and areas, not such sharp edges this time. This hood is absolutely amazing. When you pop the hood to open it up inside, the Spirit of Ecstasy drops down into a little hole, and then you can open up the hood. When you close it back down, of course, then the Spirit of Ecstasy stands back up. It's all very clever stuff. As in all super ultra luxury cars, there are fine details that change from model to model. But let's take a look at the two and compare them and see what changes are like. So thank you for watching, that was fun. The event's shutting down for the day. We're going to start again tomorrow. They've actually specified quite a lot of cars today. People have been coming to the event, walking around, learning about the car, then sitting with the Rolls-Royce specialists and actually ordering their car today. So a lot of fun and really a great event. Thanks for subscribing to the channel. I want you to be a part of this. We're having fun every day with the cars. And if I can answer any questions, please give me a shout in the comments down below. I'll see you again soon. Thank you.